Professional in her very own right. At a young age of 25, she was already a sales director for a media group of companies. But she saw and was introduced to this business opportunity, and she truly saw the opportunity to start her own business. This great entrepreneurial platform, that spans various countries. And long story short, she was one of our youngest in the Dollar Circle earners in 2009, and today she's already a $10 million circle. So let's just watch a short introductory video of our guest speaker.
In this business, I'm very clear of how my next 3, 5, and 10 years will be like. To be in total control of my future is a very secure feeling. I spent my first 7 years in Nu Skin, putting in my most concentrated efforts, focus, and dedication to achieve my first $1 million circle. And then I went on a 1-year holiday around the world. I spent another year with my son when he was born. Once the business takes off, Nu Skin's compensation plan consolidates the effort that we put in and maximizes the payout. So just 7 years after my first $1 million circle member, I achieved my $10 million mark. Nu Skin allows me to be the master of my own time. I can choose to take time off to spend with my family whenever I want. And knowing that I can pass down a legacy to my son, I am rest assured that all my hard work, my effort in this lifetime will be carried forward. I always picture this wherever I go, in every building, in every street, every household. There's going to be H-Lock user and also new professionals like us. Dreams can come true. Now, I have a truly global business from partners from over 20 countries who share the same vision with me. My mentors always reminded me of this. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, we go together. In Nu Skin, we raise each other up so that everyone achieves the success they deserve. I just do what I love, and I love what I do. It's all about improving lives. And what drives me every day in the business is when I see my people becoming a better person, a better spouse, a better parent, and a better child. And it just makes me realize the value in what I do. And that is the most gratifying of this success to me. And I'm Lillian. Join us in this new profession to discover the best in you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome $10 million circle, 3-year Platinum Presidential Director and 10-year Presidential Director, Ms. Lillian Ong.
Wow! Okay. Once again, good evening, Singapore.
Good evening.
All right. I think first of all, we should give a big round of applause to all our friends who are standing, right? They have been standing since just now until now, right? Surrender their seat to you now. They have been standing, right? It's not easy. And I think first of all, any new friends who see me first time today? Anyone new? Wow. Okay. Thanks for putting out your hand, because when I was you, I refused to put up my hand. Okay, I refused to acknowledge anything. I was cold, I was aloof, I was indifferent. Alright, so I think today is not to over-glorify my success, but I think by being here today, I was like wondering why am I speaking here today. I think first, the hall is so high, they need someone to fill up the space more vertically. Right, and of course, I think many of us, we have a lot of questions, a lot of myth, a lot of misperception to this industry, am I right? Yeah, alright, so I remember when I first heard about this business, I said, no way I'll be doing this business. I'm a graduate, I'm a professional, there's no way I'll do this business. But today, I think even my blood is blue. Same as the Nu Skin paperback, right? Right, so, I'm just a living testimony of this industry, this platform. I would say this industry is pretty new. I would say we are still at the infancy stage, but trust me, like what I shared in the video, in every street, every lane, every alley, every block, okay, you're going to find ageLOC users and professional. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. I think right now in the hall, there are probably 2 questions in your mind. Okay, 2 questions. First question is, what time is Lillian going to stop talking? I hope it's not this question. Okay? So I think the first question you have is, why should I be doing this business? Why should I do this business? Yeah, I know Nu Skin is good. Because I'm not blind, I'm not deaf. I can see it's a reputable company. You know, facts. Facts is facts. Right? You know, it's a public, it's a company. Alright? And you can see all the credentials. We know Nu Skin is a genuine company, right? Yes or no, my dear?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you can see the people on the stage that share their testimony. Alright, 50 years old, they don't look like 50. Guess how young am I? I'm 43 this year. Your why is good or bad, huh? I'm a bit scared, okay? But I'm very confident I look better than the first day I joined this business. Alright, and that is when I was 25. So, you know, I think 2 questions you have is, why should I do this business? So what if company is good, but why should I get involved? Yes or no? Yes. Because in Singapore, we are very comfortable. Okay? I think also it's good and it's bad. Agree? Yes. Alright? You know why? Because the most dangerous place is a comfortable place. Alright? I would say in Singapore, we are pretty affluent. Nobody die of hunger, nobody die of poverty. Okay? We are average lah. 吃不饱饿不死, have or not? You understand Chinese? Yeah, 不上不下. Is it a good thing? No. Is it a good thing? No, I tell you though, in the world, the most dangerous place is a comfortable place. Now, I joined Nu Skin when I was 25. I was not lacking of anything, alright? I was a sales director. All thanks to my hard work, I became a sales director at 24. I joined Nu Skin at the peak of my career. Not when I'm desperado, but I asked myself why I should do this business. Can I share that with you?
Yes.
I want to share a personal story, okay, of one of my friends in Indonesia. How many of you have friends in Indonesia? You have friends in Indonesia, all right? I think Indonesia, many people think that it's a big country, right? So in Indonesia, the biggest profession, make a guess what it is. It's called housewife. That's the biggest industry. So almost every woman, after they get married, automatically they become housewife. Okay? Because the husband can provide, you know, especially the Chinese. So this girlfriend, she's a housewife. Okay? So the husband pays for everything. Good, right? She don't have to worry. She don't even know how much the mortgage of the house, the car, how much does it cost to send the kids to school. She know nothing. Alright? Good life or not? Do you think it's good life? Well, very good, right? No worries. You understand? Sorry, I use some Singlish because I'm a true blue Singaporean. True blue one. Every part of me is very Singaporean. Okay? So, you know, so life was very good. But she did do Nu Skin. She did do Nu Skin. Why? Because she feel that she cannot every day do nothing also, right? Every day wait for kids to wake up, wait for kids to come back. You know, wait for 老公 to come back, also not very correct, right? She did. She was just, you know, doing. Luckily, she started. And last year, she did amazingly well. Why? Because there was a turning point in her life. The husband business went bankrupt. Okay? Bankrupt is not a joke. Because you know business, sometimes you do not know what happens in the next 3 to 5 years. Am I right? You can't predict. Alright? And then the worst thing is her eldest daughter was in Canada University. Just went in. And you know Canada is cheap or expensive? It's expensive. Alright? It costs like 30,000 per quarter. And she had 2 choices. One, send the daughter back. Because really, the company, the business went almost bankrupt. Alright? Or she find a way. She find a way. Alright? And she told me one thing. She thanked me for persisting to get her into Nu Skin business. Alright? And through the grace of God, of course, and also through Nu Skin business, her daughter is still continuing her studies in Canada. Right? So that's why I said, you know, never, never, never be complacent. Alright? In Hokkien, there is a word, but I don't know whether I should say it or not. Okay? Means you don't go and look for a toilet when you almost cannot make it already. Correct or not? Okay, I hope nothing came out just now. But isn't it true, my dear? Right? Today I'm not here to convince you. I don't have to. Alright? I have more or less achieved what I wanted in my life. But over here, as a fellow Singaporean, a neighbor, I'm here to remind all of us that we shouldn't be complacent, right? I think first of all, in Singapore, we live a very good life, you know. Even compared to Malaysians, Indonesians, Filipinos, we are comfortable. The government take good care of us. Alright, we have infrastructure. We go for a nice holiday, right? This is somewhere in Italy, alright? And we carry branded bag, right or not? We love branded bags. Yes or no, ladies? Yes. Hey, now the guys also catch up. The guys also, wow, Fendi here, LV there, right? Wow, luxury sales went up. But what do you put inside the branded bag? Your medication. High blood medicine, cholesterol. I can tell you, you throw a stone at Bugis Plaza, you will hit someone with a medication. Yes or no? Yes. And then the person, best part, you know, they tell you, I'm healthy. I'm okay. Because I take high blood medicine. I think this one, the Tao short circuit. How can you say you take medicine and then you are healthy? It's called healthy without medicine, am I right? Yes. Yeah, so you know, that's the typical scene. And people tell me, wow, supplement not safe. Drugs very safe, man. You understand, dear? Yeah, so today I just encourage you, shift your paradigm. You see a brand new world. And you'll be surprised, right? And we drive nice car. Wow, you turn left, turn right, all Continental car, right? Singapore, wow, Continental car sales #1. But when you see a BMW driver, and then you look clearly at the driver, you see the tummy touching the steering wheel. Have or not? Wow, it's called Topato, right? It's so common. It's so common. Nowadays, men get pregnant. Sorry, man. Right. And they think it's okay, you know, and they tell me, wow, GL90 very good but very expensive. But they can spend 100,000, 200,000 on a car, and they tell me 2,000 on their health is expensive. Okay? So why do I still share GL90? It's not because I need to do sales. I think for goodness sake, you spend 100,000 on a watch, okay, like 30,000 on a watch, 100,000 on a car, 1 million on a house, and you tell me 2,000 to service your health is expensive. This is called Tao Kap Pai. Yes or no? Yeah. And then, you know, wow, we wear branded, you know, branded Armani, Jojo, you know, you name it. But we look very haggard. Yes or no? Yeah. I mean, you know, and then we have what? Once upon a time, somewhere in Singapore, a gold-plated toilet, right? Okay? But the problem is, you have a very nice toilet, look like 5-star hotel. But when you go there, you know, cannot come out. Sorry, for non-Hokkien speaking, I'm Hokkien. Okay, all right. The reason why I'm speaking like that is so that you can understand me better. If I speak Queen's English, you may not understand. Because I also don't understand, right? Okay, so you know, you are constipated. Colon cancer is one of the top 3. Yes or no? Right, so, you know, and then you have nice bed, Siemens, right? You know, the 5-star hotel bed, but you can't sleep. How many of you, you know, you sleep, but the next day you wake up, you're very tired. Do you have people like that? If you ask a friend, hey bro, how are you? Shut up. I think that's the answer. That's the answer. Tired, lor. Right, we have 101 things to do on the weekend, you know. Go park lah, go reservoir lah, cycling lah, play basketball. But we don't have the energy to carry through, have or not? You know, when I ask people, what do you do on the weekend lah, for those people who are corporate people, rest or sleep or sleep in or sleep and sleep. Monday already, right? So, you know, and the worst thing, we spend the first 40 years working very hard, okay, to buy wealth. And then in the later part of your life, you use your wealth to buy health. Agree? Yes. Right. And it won't happen to you now. Because, oh, you look quite young. I don't know whether is it a lighting problem, or I didn't wear my spectacle problem. This problem will not come now. It will come 5 to 10 years later. By then, you're older. You're less courageous. You have less energy. Or you give up already. Agree? Yeah, it will not hit you now. You know, just like Minister Lee, he shared a story about a frog, how the frog died. You throw a frog into boiling water, it dies instantly. But if you put a fire under the pot, you boil. Wow, the frog still think very short, right? Very warm sauna. And then suddenly he died, you never know how he died. There's no such word as died, huh? But you hear me or not, my dear? That's the problem of Singaporean. You know, I travel around this region to build the business. If you ask me, I'm proud to be a Singaporean. We are just a red dot, but we are successful. But the problem is, never let your success be an obstacle to your next greater success. Yes or no?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to share with you, the first message. Why should I do new scheme? The company is good, very good. You do lah. Don't get me involved. Not my cup of tea. Who said this before? This is not my cup of tea. Okay? I like coffee. Right? Not my cup of tea. Right? I think this is 99% of the people. Or you ask me, the second question you have is, how did I become successful, right? In such an unconventional business. Yes or no? If you don't have this question, then I shall end my sharing now. Really like. Is it true?
Yes.
Those two, right? What should I do? And how do you arrive at where you are? Because I see a lot of not very successful examples out there. So first, why should I get out of my comfort zone? Okay? I want to show you some statistics. I graduated from NUS in statistics. Okay, so I love statistics. Now, out of 100 people who reach 65, 1 become rich, 4 people become financially independent, 40 still working, 55 are broke or broken. Okay, like broke, huh? Am I right? Now, of course, most of you are not 65. And I can tell you, this statistics is now currently not at 65. Agree? Okay? Actually, a lot of young people already broke. After you get married, buy a house, renovate, you're broken, right? So, at the peak of my career, okay? Wow, who liked my video so much? I think it's myself, right? Okay, so at the peak of my career, I asked myself, what is the kind of life I want at 50 and 60? I asked myself. I was only 25. Maybe I talk loud, no, I age faster. Okay, I think very, very far. And I plan ahead of time. Alright, so there's many articles. Singapore residents are working after retirement age. How many of you have friends who are still working after retirement? Alright? I can't see. Right? Yes. Very good. Okay? Do you think it's by choice? They love to work? How many of you, wow, yeah, Monday I love to work. Then you jump to the office, your first division. Have or not? Have anyone like that? Or do you know, by the way, most heart attack happen on Monday? It is true. I'm not joking. It's not a joke, okay? And saving 2 liters starting too late. It's a common trend. Is it true? How many of you feel that savings is quite difficult? Go ahead. Savings. Saving money. We know we must save. Right? But is it quite difficult? I tell you, honestly, it's super difficult. Okay? You save 11 months, December pop. Because after you save, wow, you save 10 to 20,000, wow. You earn money 11 months, spend money 11 seconds. Now with internet, even faster. Click, 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 swipe already the card. Very efficient, the system. Yes or no? So when I was young, I wake up to this idea. Saving is hard. It's hard. The key is what? Make more money. Are you with me?
Yes.
Right? The key is make more money. Alright, so I do not know. For me, right, even though I was a peak of my career, but when I see people at 50 and 60, I learned the best lesson in my life. I graduated from NUS in 1998. Remember what happened in 1998? It's a bad recession. People lose their job and they are calibered people. They are not people on the street, right? They lose their job. And I learned that never say never. Okay? So, that's the reason why. And of course, next, we have residual bill. Why not residual income? Right? I have a friend, she is with me in the business, she's a headhunter. Her parents are bankers, both bankers. She's the only child. Very good life growing up, opposite of me. Okay, very good life. So, bankers, is it the best profession? I would say it's the best profession. But over the years, as they retire, they downgrade their house and their car. Why? They do not want to burden the only daughter. They have only one daughter. And as a parent, we know we would never want to impose on our children. Am I right? So you don't need, please don't reach 65. Then you realize, oh yeah. Don't say I never jio you. It's true. Irene can suan命 for you. What will happen? Very simple one. Tomorrow, you go back to office. You go back to office tomorrow, then you turn around, look at your boss. Do you like his life or her life? Alright, so you know, and of course, another cruel fact, 50% of the people above the age of 45 will be retrenched. Alright, thank God I was not retrenched before, because I retrenched my boss at 25. Okay, just joking, alright. And how many of you have seen people losing their job? Yes or no? Yes. Alright, of course, at the time, I told myself I will never lose my job, because everybody needs a salesperson. I was a sales director. I'm recession proof, I told myself. And then I have a builder. He works for an automobile company. Automobile, okay? Now, it's a very popular brand, and if you knock them, you'll be injured one. Okay, this brand is very hardy. So he has a boss that rise all the way to a VP, and in Shanghai. Is that the dream job? It is the dream job. Because Shanghai is the place to work. A big city, big income, big packages. But when he was in the 50s, he was being asked to come back. Alright, because you know, it's a replacement. Someone need to go up and someone need to come down, right? And then when he came back, he was being demoted. Alright, and because I asked this friend, why did you join New Skin? Because I want to know. So he has seen for himself that working for people is good, but it's not a long-term solution. It's not a long-term solution. I have another friend, the father want to join me. The father is 70 years old. I said, uncle, why you want to join me? You know, I'm curious, because to me, everyone has a story. And I learn from everybody's story. So the father works for a logistic company, and I find something very tricky. I said, can you meet me? Can you meet me in the day? He said, cannot. I said, why cannot? He said, the company give me a car, and the car inside got camera one. They can track him one, they can trace him where he go. And he do house moving. So he should go to houses, not meet a person like me at a cafe. You know? And he was saying that he's 60 plus to 70, and the company has been making things slightly more challenging so that he can actually live on his own and etc. So he was actually looking for a way out. But one reminder to all of us, must we really wait for the critical moment then we look for where's the toilet? No! Every car have a spare tire. You need to have, not this spare tire. You need to have plan B. Alright? And 90% of the business fail in the first 10 years, another 90% fail in the next 10 years. How many of you used Crabtree and Evelyn before? This brand. Okay, the guys don't know. The girls will know. Okay, this lotion, potion thing you apply on your body, right? They actually are everywhere one. Right? They have one in Takashwaya. But do you know recently what happened to them? They closed down. Bankrupt. Bankrupt, they closed down. 70% sale you go buy now. They had a mega 70% off. Alright. They are folded. Right? So you know, recently there's this topic called AI, artificial intelligence. Meaning robot. Do you realize that now you go to food court, you also don't see human being? You see robot moving, you know, collecting your plate and tray, then you put coin in, then wow, there's no human being one. Even when I go restaurant, sometimes I'm quite frustrated, they give me iPad, you know. And I want to ask, hey, actually what is nice, I cannot ask the iPad, right? Wow, I tell you really, you know, what does this mean? In the next 15 years, 40% of the job will be lost. This not I say one, newspapers say one. 40% in the next 15 years. So, 你一不小心 means you accidentally blur, you turn around. We could be the next casualty, yes or no? Alright. Okay, I know it's a bit gloomy. I hope you are not so sad. Alright. There was this article on the ink.com. Okay, they say the next CEO, your next boss could be a robot. Your next boss, not the waitress, your next boss. Why? Why is robot better than human being? Whose memory you think is better, robot or you? Whose memory is better, robot, right? Will robot tell you, you know, I got no family time? Will a robot be emotional? and say 老娘不干了. Robot will say that, right? That's why robots are actually upward trend. They call it artificial intelligence. They won't complain one, right? And they don't always take leave. Agree? So in me, of course I choose robot. Less problem, I only need technician. Correct? So you see, like for me, why am I so gung-ho? 17 years ago, I do this business. I tell you, if you tell me now it's difficult, 17 years ago it's even worse. It's like a desert, no plant will grow. Right, that's when I started. But you know what I see? I see this industry is going to be a trend. I see this industry is going to be a trend. Why? Because I find that people is no longer going to buy from retail. They trust their friend more than they trust advertisement. So when their friend, like the accountant, lose weight, they will trust them. So I can see this is a trend. Alright, so you know, and a robot taking our job, you know, and of course, you know, e-commerce will become a traditional business. Alright, and I like New Scheme because it's both online and offline. Alright, I don't think today a robot can replace me. I hope not, right? Do you think so? No. Right, so you know, and of course, what is a good business? What is a good business? A business where you can solve people's daily problem is the best business. Okay? It's the best business. What are people's concern? Let's see. Okay, this is what I get on the article on the newspaper. Biggest worry is health and finance. How many of you agree with this statement? Biggest worry is health and finance. Alright, that's the biggest worry. So what does New Scheme do? It's a health, beauty, and a financial plan company. So, you know, very cute. When I first started New Scheme, my mother loves me a lot. She said, hey, your business got affected by recession or not? I said, no. You know why? Because during good times, people buy the product, right? Because they have the money. But during bad times, they look for opportunity. I joined during the bad time. Because if I buy one TR90 and I can embark on this business, isn't this the best business? Alright, so you know, and what are the, oh, this is not my sister. Quite scary, okay? This, I don't like this screen. This screen magnifies 缺点, okay? Alright, so this is me, on the left is me at 30 years old, okay? And on the right is me at 41, I'm 43 this year. Is it okay, acceptable? That's why we never worry about product sales one in New Scheme because 真的假不了，假的真不了. Alright, if you use New Scheme dutifully, faithfully, religiously, I guarantee you look 10 years younger. If not, you come and look for me. Wow, not bad at this class, right? Okay, so you know, who wants to look younger? Who? Who is afraid of going to hospital? I tell you, that's the place I really dislike going. The moment I step in, I find the qi quite low. But I know it's a place where people heal and recover. Right? So, you know, why are we in a sunrise business? Why is this business sunrise? We are selling things that everybody needs every single day. You know that a lot of people say, Lillian, how do you earn passive income in the business? I say, first of all, what do we all do in the morning when we wake up? Okay, anyone didn't do that today? We brush, right? And in Asa, I use ko something like, or da something. Now I use AP24, and everybody in my team, we have to brush teeth. It's a necessity. Good time, bad time, you have to brush. After that, what do? Wash your hair. 头可断，头发不可乱, right? Hair very important, agree? Yeah, then you wash your hair. Last time I used the pen something, or something, you know. Now I use New Scheme because everything I use, I get paid. It's common sense, right? It's common sense. Of course, I use this brand, and the brand quality is good, as you can hear just now. So the whole network also wash their hair. Of course, we didn't wash at the same time. We didn't synchronize that. Then after that, we wash our body. Then we eat supplement because we want to age gracefully. Actually, I haven't even left my house. My business is running. Is this a wonderful business? Is this a good business? We are selling something that people need every day. Every day they need. Alright? And you know, of course, like what we have shared just now, this is one of my very great leaders, Alan and Bao-Yan, one MDC. Can we give them a big round of applause? A a business that solves people's daily problem. Okay? Now, like I said, they are both from banking, private bank. Okay? They are doing well. The couple, both in banking, you couldn't ask for more. But unfortunately, they are weekend parents. And in banking, you get a higher pay, you have more responsibilities. So every day, their kid is the last to be picked from childcare. The last one. Now imagine you are the kid. How do you feel? You see other people, and they are the last one. Because it's very hard to find a high-paying job that ends 6 o'clock sharp. Am I right? So every day they have to argue who pick up the child lah. You like, then me like, then you like, And then we get parent. Because that's the only time. And they know that they cannot continue with this life like that. And today, if you see and follow them on the Facebook, Alan picks up the child every day from 1:30. Do you know this is priceless? You think that is trivial? But let me ask you this question. Are you even able to do something so simple like that? Every day I look forward to picking my son from school. Why? I flash him my biggest mommy smile. My biggest smile. Because I'm so joyous when I see him first thing after school. And I give him a hug. And then we go home after that. So there are so many things in life that is priceless that money can't buy. Yes or no? Yes. So last time they are so busy, they can only go back to hometown in Malaysia once a year. Mooncake Festival, whatever festival, no way. But last year, they went for family holiday 5 times in a year. I think you should really give New Skin a big round of applause. And in a few years' time, the whole family, the entire family is migrating to Australia. Right? And if I'm a professional in Singapore, I can't just tell, hey boss, I want the same position in Australia. You guess what they'll say? Right? Right? Wait, long, right? Yeah, but they already are building Australia team. Alright? And their business, New Skin business is migratable. Alright? And of course, next, I have this leader, Fern Sim. Can we give her a big round of applause? She's also in the hall. What is a good business? You solve people's daily problem. She's an overseas graduate. Okay? Wow, the parents are well-to-do. Send her overseas. Study, she studied in Australia. And she's one of my first tier 90 customer. But she's also very good. She don't want to do this business. But did she slim down well? She lost 10 kg, never rebound for like 10 years. Very good, right? But like I said, she told me, I want to climb the corporate ladder. I went to Australia and studied so hard, I must use my paper. But after I did New Skin for about 8-9 years, she came back to join me. She said, how come? How come you work very hard? I work